Yo, what's going on? So, I want to talk about three things that are affecting your energy levels negatively that you're probably not thinking about. There's so many things that can affect our energy levels from our movement practices, our sleep is a big one, what we're putting into our body, and our stress levels. But I want to talk about a few other things that you might not be thinking about. So, one of those things that could be really affecting your energy levels is just your anxiety levels. And we have to kind of take a step back and understand what anxiety is. So, anxiety is where your mind state, your awareness is being placed not in the present, it's being placed somewhere in the future. It's being placed in a future event, and you start to create mental movies as to something that may or may not happen. But we begin to create these pictures within our head and start to project onto the future. And it leaves us in this sense of dis-ease because we can't control the future. We can only control the present. We can only be aware in the present and actually take action in the present. That's the only place we can create is from the present moment. So our anxiety is really due to a lack of taking action on the things that are going to help you get to a better future state. So, we all have a to-do list. We all have priorities that we know are looming in the back of our head that need to get taken care of. And we know that when we knock those things out, whether it's going to the gym or, cleaning up the house or finishing up your taxes, whatever that thing is, when we get that done, we always feel a little bit better, right? We can feel a little bit more present. Our energy levels move up. We get that nice little dopamine hit. So sometimes a lack of taking action on the things are going to negatively impact your energy levels. They get you kind of stuck in this loop where you're outside of yourself. You're outside of the present moment. Your awareness is outside of the present moment and on some fictitious thing that may or may not happen in the future. So that's a big one, is just learning how to come back to the present moment. We can utilize some breathing techniques. This can be helpful for that. But then it's just simply taking consistent action on the things that are going to help you actually have a better future, right? So this is a big one. Definitely start creating to-do lists or some sort of task management system and just start taking action on those tasks, right? It sounds simple, but sometimes we got to do the easiest things first so that it gives us that confidence and that momentum to handle the more challenging tasks that are really kind of getting in the way of us. And as we begin to do that, watch your energy levels increase. Watch your level of presence increase. The second thing that you probably aren't thinking about that could be really affecting your energy levels is clutter in your home and in your workspace. If you're trying to get a lot of things done, but you have dishes all up in the sink, you have dirt all over the floor, your bath towels on the floor wet, getting mildewy, right? Whatever it is, like if you keep all this clutter in your house, then that clutter begins to kind of project itself on your mental state. And when your mental state is cluttered, then it's going to kind of diminish and drain your energy. Or your energy is going to kind of be anxious, right? You don't know where it's going to go. It's kind of in the future. And so it puts you in this state of dis-ease, right? You lack that presence that you need to take action on stuff. So one of the simplest things you can do, going back to the last thing on taking action, if you're not sure where to begin, then just begin on taking action on your workspace, on your car, in your house, right? Once you clean up your surrounding area and once you have that in clear order, right, you're going to have a lot more action, or you're going to have a lot more energy to take action on the things like cooking good quality meals, going to the gym, getting prioritizing sleep, maybe journaling, getting that work done, doing your taxes, whatever it is. So cleaning up your workspace is huge. Definitely a big fan of doing that. Whenever I'm feeling a little scattered and all over the place and unclear, I like to just take a moment, clean my house up, just tidy up, clean up my workspace, make sure it's presentable. You don't need to be scrubbing out the baseboards with your toothbrush every time, but just creating a place that you feel proud to be in and that you feel happy to be in. And that can be super helpful for your energy levels. So number 3 is, this is something else that you're probably not thinking about that's affecting your energy levels, is you're just not walking enough. Humans are meant to walk. It's the most human thing we do besides breathing, is just walking, right? No matter what time in history you go back, whether 100 years, 1,000 years, 10,000 years, or beyond, our ancestors were walking regularly on a continuous basis, right? They're walking to where they needed to go. Sure, some people might be on horseback here, there, and carriages, whatever. But for the most part, people are going to be walking. It's hardwired into our DNA. And walking, it takes a little energy to actually create the momentum to walk, but walking is going to be one of those things that really fills up your cup. It allows you to have more energy than you could ever imagine if you just walk on a regular basis. 3 10-minute walks a day, 2 30-minute walks, whatever works well for you. But making sure you're walking at least 30 minutes is going to be very helpful. We're getting that sunshine on our skin, the sunshine in our eyes. These are powerful signals telling our body that it's daytime, that we're awake, that we should be up, that we should be moving, that we should be energized, right? That we should be digesting food properly. And that's how we get a lot of our energy, is from food. So going out, getting sunshine, getting fresh air, leaving the phone aside, and just enjoying the scenery. When we're inside, everything's so close to us. We have 4 walls around us. Everything's so close. There's screens everywhere, artificial lights. And when we get outside, though, everything's so vast. It allows us to kind of take a breath and realize that, our problems aren't as big as we thought they were. So getting out and walking can be one great tool to help your energy levels skyrocket. So just to recap, walking, cleaning up your house, and just beginning to take action on the things that are giving you anxiety, or just taking action on small things that move you in the positive direction so that you can start to eliminate that anxiety, come back to the present moment, and do more things like walking and cleaning your house. Alright, make sure to follow along and subscribe to this channel, and also follow me on Instagram. Take care.